Imagine if everything we knew about human history was wrong. Imagine if the first civilizations didn't begin 5,000 years ago, but long before that. A time when humans lived side by side with technology we can't even fathom today. In this story, you'll follow the journey of an archaeologist as he uncovers secrets buried by the sands of time. Secrets about forbidden knowledge. About ancient cities far ahead of our present world. And about warnings from the past that were never heard. But one thing is for sure. After hearing this story, you'll never see the world the same way. If you have your own opinions or theories about lost ancient civilizations, feel free to share them in the comments. Who knows, the missing piece of the puzzle might just be you. A cold wind swept across the Egyptian desert as Dr. Rayhan Malik stood silently before a sand-buried stone ruin. His eyes were fixated on strange symbols not recorded in any archaeological catalogue. He was no ordinary researcher. Rayhan was known for his stubbornness, rejected by many universities for his one conviction. Human history was not as we know it. In the desolate depths of the desert, he unearthed something that should never have been found. A jet-black granite boulder. Its surface was smooth and solid, too perfect for ancient tools. He touched the engraved symbol and his body shuddered. The symbol lit up briefly, as if responding to human touch. Made no sense. This stone was over 10,000 years old. Rayhan hurried back to his tent, turned on his computer, and matched the symbol against the thousands of digital artifacts he had collected from various hidden sites. Nothing came of it, but something caught his attention. The pattern on the stone resembled a circuit. Not just decoration but a technical design. A few weeks earlier, he had received an unsigned letter from someone who only called himself Azazel. Inside was an ancient map showing the location of the ruins in Sinai, where Rayhan now stood. The map had never existed in any official archives. In the distance, the sun began to set behind the dunes, and Rayhan felt as if he were being watched. Night was falling, and the whispering wind sounded like the whispers of a long-dead language. In the darkness, he opened his journal and wrote a single sentence. This knowledge should never be rediscovered. In a hidden room in Istanbul, an elderly man named Farak stared at his old computer screen. His hands trembled as he scrolled through centuries-old digital maps. He was no ordinary researcher, but a former Ottoman archivist who had spent half his life guarding a collection of secret, unpublished documents. One of these was the map sent to Rayhan. He knew it was no ordinary man-made work. The map showed the world with a level of accuracy impossible for the past. The mountains of Antarctica were ice-free. Rivers flowed through ancient Africa, untouched by colonists. Latitude and longitude lines were precisely drawn, as if from an aerial view. Yet the map was drawn thousands of years before satellite technology was available. Meanwhile, at the excavation site, Rayhan couldn't sleep. He heard strange sounds coming from the ground, like subtle rhythmic vibrations. He grabbed a portable soil scanner and pointed it at the spot where he had found the granite. The screen revealed the shadow of a large, empty space beneath the sand. A metallic structure, or at least something with a high metallic content, was hidden 20 meters below. He decided to dig deeper, but he couldn't do it alone. He contacted a colleague, Amina, a geologist from Morocco, who had long believed that the Earth's crust held the remains of a highly advanced prehistoric civilization. 2 days later, Amina arrived at the site with a worried expression. She brought bad news. Another researcher, also exploring a similar site in Peru, had been found dead under mysterious circumstances. His body was charred, but there were no signs of a fire. Even his logbook was missing. Amina took a deep breath. She looked at Rayhan with fear in her eyes. Rayhan, that map isn't just a guide. It's a warning. From a distance, a black bird flew low, circled the excavation site, and then disappeared into the sand. That night, the sounds from underground grew louder. The sun hadn't yet risen when Rayhan and Amina began digging with the aid of a portable ultrasonic cutter. Each layer of sand exposed revealed a rust-free metal structure. Its surface gleamed softly, as if it had been made only yesterday. The material was unidentified. Not iron, not steel. Not a single chemical element matched the list of modern metals. After 12 hours of non-stop work, they found a narrow opening, the entrance to a chamber. The atmosphere was silent, as if time had stopped. Rehan shone his flashlight. Inside the chamber, curved pillars resembled antennas, and in the center, a transparent sphere floated in the air. Inside the sphere, moving images appeared. The ruins of great cities. Tall buildings like skyscrapers. Glowing streets. All destroyed by waves of water and fire. Mina froze. This isn't the future. This is the past. The sphere displayed writing in an unknown language. Yet strangely they could understand its meaning. A warning. Their civilization had fallen due to greed and technological overreach. They had tried to warn future generations but failed. The world repeated the same cycle over and over again. Suddenly the sphere vibrated. Then a holographic figure appeared, tall and glowing, resembling a human but with a perfectly symmetrical face. The figure spoke, its voice deep and echoing directly in their minds. This knowledge belongs to those who seek the truth with a pure heart. But if misused, it will become a curse that wipes out all humanity. The light disappeared. The sphere fell to the ground and cracked. The structure began to tremble. Rehan and Amina ran out, leaving the room slowly covered again by sand, as if never wanting to be found again. That day, they knew they had seen something the world would never believe. Not just proof, but the reality that humans were not the first civilization. And perhaps not the last. In the distance, the sky changed color. It seemed as if something had opened, and would not close again.